Hollywood couple John Legend and Chrissy Teigen said they got an unexpected surprise during this quarantine. Turns out they'll be welcoming baby number 3. And apparently their modern Beverly Hills mansion won't be big enough for their growing family, so they've put it up on the market. I'm sure that since a $24 million mega home just doesn't cut it for the pair, the home they're hunting for will only be bigger. Until they find that, they can shack up in their Manhattan condo spread or their live-work space in West Hollywood, because they certainly aren't short on real estate. John Rogers Stevens, better known by his stage name John Legend, is a singer, songwriter, record producer, actor, philanthropist, and more, who even prior to his debut album had already been signed to Kanye's label and collaborated with established artists. He's amassed plenty of awards over his career already, receiving an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for co-writing a song in the film Selma. Not to mention he's won 11 Grammys and is one of only 16 people to have won an Emmy, a Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. In John's private life, he's also a husband and father, married to Chrissy Teigen, who seems to be in the public eye even more than he is. Although she was known for being a model and she seems to spend a ton of her time trolling on social media, when she's not doing that, she loves to cook.
So I do have 5 things that I think must be in your kitchen at all times. So I'll start here. This is a microplane. Does anyone have one of these?
What?
No. These are so great.
Do you shave your feet with that?
You can shave the back of your heels with it. I don't recommend it.
When the couple bought a contemporary $5 million home in West Hollywood not too long ago, many wondered why, since it was close to their main home. But turns out they have plans to use this home as a set for Chrissy's upcoming cooking show. Apparently, John and Chrissy each have an estimated net worth of around $75 million, so I don't think they need to worry about how many properties they buy. Hey guys, it's Kara, and today we're doing another house tour here on Famous Entertainment. We're going to take a look at where John Legend and his wife Chrissy call home, and although we looked at Chrissy's properties earlier this year, it was in need of an update. They've put their main modern mansion up for sale in hopes of finding something bigger. And from the listing, we can see how they transform the place. If you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell to be notified when we post so you can always be up to date. We've also done house tours on famous couples like J-Lo and A-Rod, as well as Russell Wilson and Ciara, and we'll link to some at the end. Follow me on Instagram to chat, and as usual, let me know whose house tour is next in those comments down below. Now let's get into this video. So recently, TMZ and other news sources reported that John and Chrissy are letting go of their main home, a modern, boxy mansion high in the hills. Since last reporting on their living situation, it seems the couple also did a mega revamp of the property, and it looks a lot warmer since they moved in nearly 5 years ago. The last time I saw photos of this place, it looked like your usual slightly cold contemporary mega mansion, and now it actually looks like a home, mind you, a very luxe one. While John and Chrissy look for an even larger family home in Los Angeles for the arrival of their 3rd child, this mansion sits on the market for, only $23.95 million. This A-list mansion in the Beverly Hills post office neighborhood was also once owned by Rihanna, and the power couple was surrounded by celebs like Jessica Alba, Jack Nicholson, and more. The modern home spans 8,520 square feet inside with 7 beds and 8 baths, and is completely walled and gated for privacy. It sits high in the mountains above Beverly Hills, which makes for some killer views, and John and Chrissy paid $14.1 million for it at the time of purchase, according to records. The listing talks about the makeover John and Chrissy gave their residents while living in it, and also cheekily notes the designer chef's kitchen befits a culinary influencer and cookbook author, aka Chrissy. Speaking of the chef's kitchen, this one has a massive eat-in island and world-class array of custom appliances, probably most of which were added for Chrissy's comfort. The open concept floor plan allows the kitchen to easily connect to the family room, where you'll find a double-sided fireplace separating the casual space from the more formal living room, with double-height ceilings and soaring windows. There's also a piano corner decked out with all of John's Grammys and awards, where I'm sure he makes some beautiful music. Where there were once washed out white walls and basic finishes, the home now has lavish customs, like a patterned ceiling from Thailand, redone oak floors, and steel rolled walls, thanks to the couple's home makeover. And the listing claims that those walls exude sensuality. Interesting. A sculptural winding staircase leads to the upper level, where there's the couple's warehouse-sized master suite with brass and concrete fireplace. Maybe even more impressive here is the his and her showroom closets, with Chrissy's being large enough to make any woman envious. Elsewhere in the mansion, you'll find a large home gym, home movie theater with soundproof walls, a lavish formal dining room, playroom, and more. Out back, there's a dark bottom plunge pool with plenty of space around to lounge in the sun and views over Coldwater Canyon. Not to mention a covered dining terrace with built-in barbecue. I mean, I think that place is big enough for a family with 3 children, but for John and Chrissy, they can have whatever they want. Even if that means a bigger and better mega mansion. We'll just have to wait and see what they find. I showed you guys this next spot on my last Chrissy Teigen house tour, but now it's confirmed they're planning to use the home for a live-in workspace. I guess if the couple doesn't find a bigger mansion in time for the new baby, they can settle and camp out here. Okay, I'm making this place sound like some average home, but really it's another mega house close to the one we just looked at in West Hollywood. Earlier this year, John and Chrissy bought a $5.1 million contemporary home in the trendy neighborhood that is West Hollywood, close to the Sunset Strip and the infamous Chateau Marmont. The home was just finished at the start of the year and built in an organic modern style. It spans 3,500 square feet inside with 2,000 square feet of outdoor space and 4 beds and 4 baths. It offers a combination of modern architecture and a natural feel, and it's full of light, space, and comfort. One of the features here is undoubtedly the kitchen, which is full of imported materials and high-end appliances. Not to mention a massive 20-foot island ideal for food prep and casual dining. Now that we know the home is going to be used for Mrs. Teigen's upcoming cooking show, it all makes sense. How perfect is that kitchen for her? The airy home has a ton of wood and glass, even offering a floating wooden staircase. The West Hollywood property also comes with a luxe master suite with custom walk-in closet, private office, and floating gardens upstairs with a built-in drip system. Outside, aside from the expansive decks and terraces all over, there's also a pool and spa. Finally, John and Chrissy continue to own a lavish condo spread in New York City. Before they were parents, they already owned one penthouse in the Big Apple, which they showed Architectural Digest back in 2015.
This apartment just kind of embodies everything that I love. Obviously, I love dark and rustic, but still very clean and very chic, and it just feels like our place in LA as well, but in New York.
But they sold that one and upgraded. At the start of the pandemic, we caught word that the couple bought their most recent New York property, which happens to be right next door to the one they already own. In 2018, they purchased a place in the same building they used to have real estate, the Brewster Carriage House. They paid just over $9 million for a corner unit penthouse, spanning 2,600 square feet with 3 beds and 3 baths. It offers 13-foot ceilings, exposed brick, and wooden accent walls. The open-plan living and dining area contains a gas fireplace and oversized windows, as well as a spacious kitchen. Some other features here include a motorized 133-inch projection screen, backlit wine closet, and even a private rooftop garden accessed by copper staircase. The bedrooms are divided into 2 wings at opposite ends of the apartment, and the master suite offers a walk-through closet and 5-fixture bathroom with rainwater shower, soaking tub, and more. And John and Chrissy's add-on property, the next door unit acquired earlier this year, is even bigger. This spot cost them just under $8 million, and it spans 3,500 square feet with 2 beds, 2 full baths, and 2 half baths. Features here include 12-foot ceilings, some more exposed brick walls, iron columns, and automated window shades. There's a custom iron staircase connecting 2 floors of the penthouse, as well as the 1,500 square foot rooftop deck. Another combination living and dining area graces this unit, which stretches almost 50 feet, and there's an open plan kitchen with giant walk-in pantry. Aside from the large guest suite, the couple can enjoy another lavish master bedroom with a small attached office and 600 square foot media lounge. Whichever unit the family spends more time in, it's great real estate investment to say the least. Since the units are next door, I'd also assume John and Chrissy could carry out a mega renovation and merge the 2 penthouses together. So now we've got our update on John Legend and Chrissy Teigen's living situation, and now all they have to do is sell their nearly $24 million LA mansion and buy something even bigger. We saw how they've updated the contemporary estate since moving in 5 years back, and it looks even better than before. We also looked at the West Hollywood home they're planning to use as a live-in workspace, aka set for Chrissy's upcoming cooking show, and their luxury condo spread in Manhattan. After seeing John and Chrissy's properties, which is your fave? I'm more of a Los Angeles girl, so I'd have to say there are 2 houses there. And Chrissy's closet in the mansion they're selling would be enough for me to choose the spot. Like, did you see that closet? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, as well as which celebrity homes you want me to feature next. Follow me on Instagram so we can chat. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!